What up, YouTube? Once again, it's your boy Cypher Da MC, the Muhammad Ali of MCs, back with you once again for another Gamecocks video. I wish I could say this was going to be a totally positive video, as you can see by the name of the video and things of that nature. But with every high point, there does come some low points. It's part of life, right?
Yep.
So before we get into that, DJ, run that intro.
Finally!
All right, so got basically big news today. Well, a lot of big news today on the Gamecocks football front. So, of course, we're going to start off with the bad news first. We're going to kind of get that out there, get it out the way. It appears that 3 freshman athletes have been arrested, one of which has been charged for weapons charges under, with the Gamecocks football team. Montique Rames, Cameron Upshaw, and Anthony Rose. Anthony Rose redshirted last year. Defensive back, and Cameron Upshaw and Montique Rames are part of the 2023 class. I wanted to give my perspective on this here. It's kind of sad in this day and age where a student athlete may feel that they need to carry weapons on them, when they're attending school. Let me just say that it's not a good thing. I don't want that to come across as far as, oh my gosh, you got to do what you got to do and this, that, and the third or whatever. We don't know this young man's background, where he came from, or why he felt the need to do this, and we're definitely going to make sure that, and I'm sure Coach Beamer is going to make sure that he stays in his corner, and let him know that he's fully supported. By the same token, also, we have to teach and make sure that these young men understand a few things. Number one, you are your own brand. You are your own brand. No matter what you do, no matter how you carry yourself says a lot. And being that you are not only representing, yourself, you're representing the University of South Carolina. You're hurting your brand, so you kind of have to think long term. It's kind of hard to go from high school to a college way of doing things, and I'm sure this is going to be a topic of conversation that Coach Beamer and his staff are going to address moving forward. There are certain things you never really think that you have to kind of address until they come up, and then you have to address them. And I know moving forward they're going to put a plan in place to kind of say, hey, look, we can't control who you hang out with, we can't control who you interact with or anything such as that, but you have to be more mindful as young men, especially young men of color, of the consequences of your actions. Point blank period. You have to understand that you're kind of, as an athlete, you are under a spotlight at all times, whether you want it or not. It comes with the territory of being an athlete, of playing for a major program, of just who you are as an individual. So, hopefully everything turns out, in a positive light. Currently they are suspended. We don't know if there's, how long the suspensions are for. It appears that only Montique Rames has charges against him for bringing, weapons onto campus and things of that nature. And hopefully we can, move past this, let the system work the way the system works in regards to the charges. But hopefully, as a young man, he will realize and learn from this. And as we all should, that, we have to make better decisions. We have to be better decision makers, and kind of understand the consequences of those actions. That's my spill. There it is. Guys, hey, I know you've been watching the video. You're loving it, right? Thumbs up, huh? Likes, subscribe. You'll get back to it when I get you back to the video. Anyway, I wanted to quickly tell you about the company that I've partnered with called Credit Rent Boost. Pretty much allows you to basically have your rent that you pay monthly. Doesn't matter if it's an apartment, house, townhome, castle with a moat, if you have one, if you're rich like that, whatever. But guess what? You can actually have that reported to the credit bureaus as positive credit history that you're paying. So why not get credit for what you're already paying, right? Go to creditrentboost.com, and not only can you get credit moving forward for what you're paying for rent, little known secret here, for the past 2 years, you can get credit. So you can get credit for rent that you paid last year, the year before that, from 2020, right? So why not give them a chance? You can use my promotion code OVM24522, or better yet, I'll leave the link in the description box below. Might be the best thing you ever do. Now, get back to the video. Smash the like. There it is. On to more positive notes. It was reported today that 2024 wide receiver Mazeo Bennett has committed to the South Carolina Gamecocks. There you go. So if you kind of look at the 2023 recruits, I believe South Carolina, out of the top 4, got the top 3 for the 2024 class, I believe. They got the top 3 guys, and that says a lot when you're keeping in-state products at home, in-state guys at home. You know, these guys, you know, they look for their home team to reach out to them and say, hey, we like your tape, we like what you're doing. It should never be an Alabama or a Georgia always knocking on our door saying, hey, we want your guy. And we're like, well, you know, we haven't seen enough yet to make a decision. If Alabama or Georgia sees enough that they want a South Carolina player, South Carolina should jump on that player as well to keep that talent, you know, in state. So that way we don't have to face him for the next 2-3 years and be kicking ourselves like, why didn't we first offer him? Why didn't we do enough to bring him to South Carolina? So shout out and kudos to Shane Beamer and his staff for not only being, it's their consistency, it's the genuine family feel that a lot of these recruits are reporting and saying, and also they're being consistent. They're not dropping off. They're not saying, okay, well, you're committed to Tennessee. All right, good luck with that. All right, cool. Even when he decommitted from Tennessee, even while he was still committed to Tennessee, South Carolina was still recruiting this man. Shout out to Shane Beamer again. So there it is. Mazeo Bennett, 2024 wide receiver. I believe we now have the number 6 class for 2024. When has South Carolina ever had a top 10 class this early, or ever at all? Like, you know, we have, you know, currently 4 4-stars, I believe 4 or 5 4-stars players already. So for the 2024 class, so we're getting a good start. You know, of course, a lot of teams are going to come on, you know, late, you know, in the next coming, you know, weeks and months. Great. Right now, South Carolina has a number 6 class in the 2024. So recruiting class. So there, boom, there it is. There it is. Told you guys, doesn't matter if it's a game or not, we're still going to report, still going to come to you with news, give our take. Let me know down in the comments how you feel about the young men and the charges and things of that nature. You know, should they be allowed to play football this season? What is your, view on that? Definitely let me know. It's your boy, Cypher Da MC, the Muhammad Ali of MCs. And you guys have a great rest of your day. And as always, before you can love anyone else, you must first love yourself. And I am out this thing. Cypher.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is. I will not lose. Enter the cypher with your light.